Man of God is definitely not a Christian film. Is this supposed to be comic relief or something? Well, see, this beauty thing is not ring light, it's not camera. Some people just have it naturally. Like, what exactly is in it for her? Just the sex? Don't make sense to me, but okay. Hi guys, hey loves, welcome back to my channel. Goodness here. And if you're just seeing my face for the first time, thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're a returning subscriber, my OGs, you know I love you. Thank you so much for coming back to watch another of my videos. So believe it or not, this is my third time filming this video and I'm just trying so hard to fake happiness right now. But yeah, okay, so as you can already tell by the title, in today's video we're going to be talking about or reviewing the movie Man of God. Okay, so it turns out that you guys really enjoy these movie review videos. I didn't know, but like, okay, thank you so much. If you watched my previous video where I reviewed Bridgerton season 2, thank you so much for watching that video. And if you're yet to watch that video, what are you waiting for? That video is almost at 1K, so please go and watch that video. Okay, so now straight into today's video, I'm going to be talking about the movie Man of God. So Man of God is a Netflix original film that came out last weekend, I think, yeah, over the Easter holidays. That was when Man of God the movie officially came out. And I've been looking forward to this movie, like right from the time when I first saw the trailer. I was like, oh my god, Akah gets a lead role. Yes, I am definitely going to watch this. And then from the title of the movie Man of God, I thought it was going to be a Christian movie, so I was highly looking forward to it because I've always just felt like we need more Christian films, Christian Nollywood films on Netflix and in the cinemas and all of that. So I was really looking forward to this movie. First off, I'm going to start off talking about the characters and the actors that played each character and just what I think about it. So first of all, yes, Akah Nnani plays Samuel Obalolu in the movie, and I was here for it, okay? Like, Akah totally deserves this, and as a proud member of the ABNG gang, the Akah Band's notification gang, I was like, yes, our president. I mean, I really loved that Akah got his first lead role in the movie. It was so beautiful to see. He killed his role, acting skills on point. Akah is a very great actor, if I do say so myself. And then Teju, who turns out to be Samuel Obalolu's wife in the movie, was played by none other than Osas Ighodaro. I have seen beauty, but Osas is a discovery. I saw her over the weekend, and like I saw her like actual face to face, and I just confirmed that. Well, see, this beauty thing is not ring light, it's not camera. Some people just have it naturally. Okay, Osas Ighodaro like did a very good role playing Teju in the movie. Beautiful actor. And then another person's performance that caught my eye in that movie was Miss Dorcas Shola Fapson, aka Miss DSF. She plays the role of Rekia, and I'm just like, girl, are you what? Has Nollywood been sleeping on this talent or what? Because wow, I think the last time I ever saw a Miss DSF performance was in MTV Sugar, and she did so well in that movie. I think she was even the reason why I actually followed up with MTV Sugar. So seeing her in another movie and her killing her role again, I'm like, give this woman her accolades already. Give her a lead role or something. Baby girl is good. Like, Miss DSF, a very great actor. She totally deserves her accolades. She killed her role in this movie, okay? And then there is also the lady who plays Joy in the movie. I'm not sure what her name is, so I'll put it on the screen. She also did a very fantastic job in this movie. And then we see Mawuli Gavo play the role of a pastor, and I'm just like, is this supposed to be comic relief or something? Because what? Like, in what world would Mawuli Gavo be casted as a pastor? But then it was really beautiful to see him, you know, play that role. And then, why did I forget? My Igbo brother, Prince Ewerem, plays the role of Pastor BJ, okay? yes, Prince did so well. Apparently that is not his first Nollywood debut movie. Apparently he has been in a previous Nollywood movie, but then he did very well in this movie. I must commend his acting, and I'm sure he is up for bigger things. Okay, all right, so now let us now talk about my opinion about this movie. The first thing I'd like to say is that Man of God is definitely not a Christian film. Okay, that is one misconception that I figured that a lot of people had. I think after watching the movie, and I went on Twitter and I saw a lot of Twitter takes of people just saying, oh, they thought it was a Christian movie, this does not depict what true Christianity is. And I was just like, well, Bolanle Austin Peters never told us that this was a Christian film. I know the movie like ended with a Bible verse at the end and all of that, but I personally do not think that this movie was a Christian film. Okay, because I mean, everyone in that movie, like, no discernment, no nothing. Those people were just churchgoers, just on vibes. Because tell me, in what world is Pastor Joy dating a new convert? I'll not even say new convert, because she didn't really follow up on like Samuel Obalulu's faith or anything. They were just more concerned about him coming for fellowship, and then he becomes a fellowship goer, obviously to win her attention, and then you're dating him, you're kissing him on campus. In what world, in which Nigeria is a campus fellowship pastor dating somebody and kissing him all around the campus? I don't think that's possible. It is not possible, okay? Oh well. And then also the fact that Pastor BJ was so judgmental towards Samuel Obalulu. I mean, why is a pastor saying that one, he cannot be saved, this and that and that? I'm like, this ain't real Christianity. And I also felt like the movie was actually more focused on, you know, like an expose on the Christian, the church business, as opposed to the prodigal son storyline they were trying to portray, right? I feel like that's even what they should have made the movie about. Just focus on the church business. I mean, technically the church is not supposed to be a business, but there are obviously wolves in sheep clothing that have turned the church into a business. So I feel like it would have made more sense if they just centered the movie around the church business and not like try so hard to now at the end just pull this prodigal son story that they did, because Kobosi. It didn't work for me. It didn't work at all. Another thing was them not addressing the fact that his dad was actually abusive. I don't know what your opinion is on this matter, but like definitely Samuel Obalulu's dad was abusive. Okay, I understand that, okay, typical father, spare the rod and spoil the child, like the Bible says, but then the wounds that this man was inflicting on this child just because he refused to go to church, that is not proper Christian standard, okay? So, and I just feel like as a pastor or as a prophet that he was, he should have been better informed on better ways to actually train up his child. So in the light of telling you guys my opinion on this movie, I'm just also going to tell you guys some of the loopholes that I noticed while watching the movie, right? First of all, Akah's lip syncing in that movie, I don't know if the problem was from the editor or Akah just didn't, I don't know what it was, but the lip syncing was so off, like it didn't rhyme at all, and I was just like, you guys could have done a better job, but yeah, no judgment. Another thing was, I feel like they did not properly develop the Samuel and Rekia story. I just feel like there should have been a point where it was made obvious that Rekia was in love with Samuel. I know, like, we had a scene where she was obviously jealous when he was talking to Teju, but I just feel like it didn't make any sense that this girl was doing so much for this guy, sacrificing so much, giving him money, because later on when she reappears in the movie, she's even sending him money, hooking him up with business deals, and I'm just like, what exactly is in it for her? Just the sex? I don't know, that just felt kind of off for me. Another thing that also felt very somehow for me in this movie was, I just feel like there was no detailed explanation as to why Joy just disappeared. I get it, she graduated and then moved on to NYSC. I mean, give us something. How did she end up with Pastor Zach? Why didn't she ever reply to Samuel's emails, his letters? Nothing. Like, that's what it happened. It just like that. It was kind of off. So yeah, that's another thing. And then I don't think they properly explained to us why Joy graduates and Teju is still left in school, because somehow I feel like we were made to believe that they were classmates. I just feel like maybe there could have just been one line or just one sentence, just something. Maybe at that scene where Teju is waiting for Joy to come out so they can go for fellowship together, it would have made more sense if Joy maybe just makes a statement like, you won't understand final year things or something, so we could understand. But then seeing these girls moving around campus like their classmates, their friends, and this one graduates and the other one is remaining, what really happened? Did she stay because of man? Oh well. Another thing was, you know, the point where Rekia, okay, let me just circle back. There's a lot of spoilers in this video, so if you've not seen Man of God, I don't know if you want to keep watching this video, but please watch it, of course, watch it and like it. So back to what I was saying, the point where Rekia moves out of, let me just call it the slum, where her and Samuel were living together, and Samuel moves with her because she's like, guy, now I bunk be this, now I knew I pay in cash, everything. And then later on, we just see Samuel back to base, back to the slum. What happened there? Did she kick him out because he was with Joy? Did he leave because she was leaving, because Rekia was leaving the country? There was really no explanation to that. Another thing I also noticed was that Akah was so angry with his mother. Like, there was so much hatred, okay, for his mother, and I just couldn't understand. Okay, I get that the normal logical explanation is that, oh, this woman, you were supposed to be my mother, you were supposed to protect me, but you could almost call it hatred because he literally didn't want to hear from her, didn't want to see her. This woman would write letters, and he felt like he was just taking out all his anger on her and not the dad that was hitting him. So I just feel like there was no proper like explanation as to why that happened, because it's not like his mom was not caring. I mean, we did see a scene where his mom came to him and was telling him, oh, you have to change, this shouldn't happen again. So I feel like it would have been different if maybe they showed us a scene where he came crying to his mother and his mom chastises him and is like, your dad is right, you're a very stubborn boy, stupid child. That would have made sense as to why he was so angry with his dad, with his mom, sorry, but okay. And then, but the way this movie ended, okay, no, let's not talk about the end just yet. His dad, we don't see anything to show that this man is, you know, remorseful for what he did, or this man wants his son back home, apart from the scene where his brother comes and is telling him, oh, papa has been sitting at the gate every day waiting for you to return. We don't really see this man actively trying to like make things right with his son. He never wrote a letter. Maybe we can say he prayed, even though we did not see a scene like that. And there was really never a point where his dad admitted to his wrongdoings, and his dad never asked him for forgiveness. So are they trying to say that his dad hitting him that much as a child because he refused to go to church was a good thing? I don't know. That's left for you guys to answer, I guess. Another loophole in this movie is the fact that, okay, so Akah gets this girl pregnant. Like, that is when he now becomes a music director in a church. Akah gets this girl pregnant, and we just see a scene of him talking to her. Later on, she's calling him. He's like, I've told you what to do, get rid of it. And then she sends a document containing every detail of her pregnancy and her abortion to his wife. Why? But anyway, we now see a scene where her sister is trying to get revenge, right? Because the girl later dies, and then her sister is like, this pastor, you made my sister do abortion, I would revenge. And that was it. We didn't, because technically what he was arrested for wasn't for like forcing her sister to do an abortion or anything. He was arrested for something else. So to me, it's just like, why was that part included? Like, they could have just left it at him sleeping with a lot of girls in church. Like, that part made no sense, because I mean, she went as far as going to meet a policeman, and the police officer is like, get evidence, blah blah blah. Like, you could see her facial expression, like this woman was really scorned. But then nothing come out. So I'm just like, okay. Can we take a moment to applaud Eukarya and Nunobi? is that her name? Anurobi. And okay, Jesus, let me not murder her name. Please, let's take a moment to applaud Mama Eukarya for her acting in this movie. There's a reason why we call some people veteran. Like this woman, she killed that role of the Reverend. Like she just ate it and left no crumbs. Like she's like, this is my domain, I can do this, okay? She did very, very well in the movie. And then I don't know if I mentioned, but another reason why I don't think this was a Christian movie was the fact that Pastor Zach just casually leaves ministry because the tithe and offerings were not cutting it again. Everything was tight, money was tight. I'm just like, so were you in it for the money? Do you understand? And even the fact that Pastor Joy or Sister Joy just felt like she could only do ministry if she's Mommy Gio or if her husband is a pastor, because you could see that when she later reconnects with Samuel Obalolu, she's like, oh my God, I'm surprised you're not a pastor. Samuel is trying to get back with her, and she's kind of contemplating it because she's like, oh, I feel like I can fulfill my destiny with Samuel, he's a pastor. And I'm just like, this is not Christian, this is not... Okay, anyway, definitely Christian Twitter is definitely very disappointed about the storyline, but let's move on. So now down to some of the things I loved about this movie or liked about this movie is, first of all, the cinematography in this movie. Hey, oh Father Lord, you see, it's not like I am some sort of like media guru or like I know my way around like the best of cameras or anything. But I do know a good wide shot and close shot when I see one. So yes, this movie, oh my God, like I feel like they really invested so much in the cinematography of this movie, and that was very beautiful to see. Another thing was the music. Like gay, I loved it. Like the music, the playlist for this movie was just, I think I'm even going to search for it. Hopefully the playlist is somewhere out there, because yeah, like that was very impressive. Okay, another thing I also liked about the movie was the fact that it was not conventional. Okay, I mean, you barely ever see like Nollywood movies with this kind of storyline. Most times Nollywood movies are always boy meets girl, boy falls in love with girl, this one, that one, too much drama here and there. But this was them trying to like tell a story from a different angle, looking into religion and all of that, and it was just beautiful. Can they tell better like Christian stories or tell better stories as to religion in Nigeria? Of course yes, but for starters, this was a very nice one. Okay, another thing I liked was, yes, hair and makeup on point. Everyone was looking take away, like Anyway, I trust my Naija people. We cannot dull when it comes to looks. So yeah, another pointer for this movie. Everyone looked on point, okay? And I also like the whole fella element that they brought into this movie. Samuel was not just trying to be like the typical, I want to be a Wizkid or a Burna Boy or a Davido. He was trying to be a fella, or maybe let's just say performing fella's music, and that was really beautiful. Now I'm going to talk about the end of this movie. I think I tried so hard not to give you guys too much spoilers for those that haven't watched it, but then the end of this movie, like what happened? What was that? First of all, why did he need a lot of raw cash to go to Canada? Like, you have money for all that orderly, you have money for all the convoy, your church is popping, and you couldn't get money to leave the country and go to Canada. Don't make sense to me, but okay. And then Rekia dies, and I'm just like, Asasao, like, what really happened? Okay, sex trafficking, organ trafficking, what? But I'm like, she did not die when she was moving drugs, like as a petty drug peddler. Now that she's not a baby girl, that's when she now died. Like, it just felt like they just dropped her death like so casually, like, oh, she's dead. And I'm just like, you say what now? That woman was important in this movie. How can she just, like, her death was no drama around her death, but I guess. Another thing that was just very off about the end of this movie was the fact that, okay, he goes to jail, right? And then we don't know how long he spends in jail. He comes back and he finds his way to his dad's church, and then they just embrace each other. Is that how you used to do? Is it that simple? Like, I just feel that there should have been maybe 1 or 2 extra scenes after he goes back to church. Maybe a scene of him like asking his dad for forgiveness and his dad also doing the same. And then maybe him saying, "Dad, lead me to Christ," or something. Because it's not enough that he went to church. It's not enough that he came back home. Because if you really follow this story through and through, Samuel Obalolu never changed. Okay? Because even in uni, when he used to come to fellowship, he was not saved. Became a pastor, was not saved. So him coming back to like see his dad, it really don't mean that he's saved, because I mean they must have definitely confiscated his properties and everything. So it just makes sense that he's out of jail and let me come back home. Oh, I beg, I need to bath, I need food to eat, you know. But then they could have just given us one scene or something, him really like admitting his wrongs and just saying, "Dad, lead me to Christ, I want to meet Jesus." That would have been a very beautiful end. But okay, I think I'm going to stop here for now. Okay, I'm going to stop here. If you haven't seen the movie Man of God, is it worth the watch? Yes, it is worth the watch. Please, if you are watching this video before you see the movie, don't go and start seeing the movie with a lot of, you know, like you start judging the movie before you watch it. Okay, this is just my own opinion. This is not like fact or anything. So yeah, have you seen the movie Man of God? What do you think about the movie? Leave a comment in the comment section down below. I'd like to know what you think about the movie, and don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up. Okay, and of course share this video to your friends and family. And if you haven't subscribed, why haven't you subscribed to my channel though? Please subscribe if you're yet to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys. Mwah.